Okay, let's get it started. Thank you everyone for being here. One thing I want to say, I'm truly honored to have Professor Hiroshi Ishii visiting us today and giving a talk. Hiroshi doesn't need any introduction, and you all know him very well, but I will try anyway. He is a pioneer of the field of tangible media interfaces. He's the founder of Tangible Media Group here at the Media Lab. He's also my academic mentor. I know Hiroshi from many years now. I first met Hiroshi in Ars Electronica, his vision of radical atoms in 2016 in Austria in Linz. I knew his work before then, but it was the first time I met him. And since then, I've been following very closely all the visionary works that is coming from his group and himself. I think it's truly an honor to have him today with us. So thank you so much, Hiroshi. And with that, please help me welcoming Hiroshi.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's a really great honor to meet Bernard many times in the past. In Australia, she did a very cutting edge artistic surveillance, but also protection like a wearable stuff, which also become a very important symbols. Also, you are on the stage of the ceremonies. Then actually I saw that all the stuff. So Australia is very interesting places because we talk about art, design, science, but also technology and the society. So fundamentally, transdisciplinary is something so important key engine. And today I talk about the two things because critical matters, but we decided to use matters. For first part is matters means materials. It's so important to think about. Then I talk about tangibles to radical atoms. These are two major things I've done in the first 20 years. Then also my origin is a telepresence before I joined MIT in NTT. Then I continue the human-human interaction mediated by computers and the network to the next level. This is called tangible telepresence. You might have seen that all the shape display and the red ball, that is a kind of outcomes. But the COVID-19 crisis hit the world. Then so many people passed away, or they can't really meet because distancing is kind of forced by law. So we decided to go to the next most crazy vision called teleabsence. That is a part 2 of my talk today. So first, I'd like to talk about matters. And when I did the Radical Atoms exhibition in Ars Electronica, Gerfried Stocker, he's the director of the Ars Electronica, gave a very nice subtitles, Alchemist over Time. So alchemist means the chemist or physicist who can make any materials, diamond or gold. And so that rather than using ink, brush, given father, teacher, mother, or school, or Adobe Creative Cloud, why don't you create your own color, own brushes, then do the artistic work? So that's kind of important spirit. And maybe IO brush is one of a good example. So basically, invent new materials, matter, which was for sculpting or expression, communication. That's a part number 1. Then number 2 is a telepresence. How to really go beyond telepresence. Telepresence is all about the distance, how to overcome distance. But we're very much interested to go beyond that, means over time. So basically, these are 2 parts of the lecture. Then this is my 35 years life. So I have to compress and I speak fast, but also I keep all the slides and also videos down. And in theory, these arrows should be clickable, but it's not. So let me unplug and it's okay to switch it. Okay, so, first part is a tangible. Tangible means that you can touch and manipulate, but also the deeper meanings, you believe the existence of some stuff. So physicality is something very important. Then 1994, I was invited to a talk in Atlanta before I joined MIT. And this event was Alan Kay and Nicolas Negroponte was on the board. They're the board members. So I gave a talk. Then after my talk, they came to me. They asked me to come to MIT. I have no idea. I thought a PhD program or something, but I was headhunted in 1994. Then I was so stupid. I never studied in US. I never uh, graduated MIT, but I said yes. And it's the most kind of stupid decision, but very rewarding because I really don't know this world at all. Then I moved to NTT to MIT in 1995. So very graduated. But the real crazy challenge that Nicholas gave to me is a reboot. I've done a lot of the work in telepresence, and but he said, stop it. Start something brand new. Life is short. If you're really creative, that's a really challenge. So you should enjoy this luxury to change it. So that's very tough. Actually, most of the faculty continue the work. They did PhD. Then, but I took his advice very seriously. Then I started, because he said reboot. So I said goodbye to ClearBoard, then starting all the tangible stuff. Then tangible stuff evolved to the radical atoms. But interestingly, now I'm coming up with teleabsence. That's kind of bookend because my career started by telepresence, but now closing as a teleabsence. It's nice like a closure. And so now we're very excited. In general, I think being digital and tangible is a very important two different words, or physical or virtual. Constantly, there's a pendulum moving back and forth. And Nicolas Negroponte is one of the real visionary who talked about the superiority of the bits versus atoms. How many people read his book, Being Digital? Well, it's a very good book. I really encourage you because his metaphor is so powerful and eloquent. And metaphor is something, everything when you interaction design, how to utilize and the language. Then he said, bits is better. Then I said, no, tangible is important. So it's kind of counter movement. And then VR came, AR came, still very hot. Then some guy said the metaverse. Now he's more quiet, but basically metaverse became a big storm. But also I was invited in a Barcelona nice conference called Metaverse. These are all quantum physics scientists and the researchers, they believe the materiality, physics. So anyway, these are moving back and forth. But the important thing is how to really position your contributions. If you jump into the red ocean or the VR, it's okay, but it's very difficult to leave the marks, make an impact, because you're not the inventor of the VR. And abacus is my symbol. How many people can compute using abacus? Abacus make a digit tangible, the beads you can directly touch. So that's fundamental essence, physical embodiment of the information. Second, you can shake it, they become musical instruments. Then you have a kids become a toy train. Then if a itchy back, you can scratch back without leaving any document or manuals. Did you get it? Okay. Anyway, so basically this is called affordance. If you do product design, you know the affordance. Then also the simplicity, because nothing is hidden in a silicon chip. So to explain what tangible means, this abacus helped me a lot. So my important message is to find the object which really represent your spirit, or idea, or the vision. That really helps you. Could be visual one. Another, my favorite medium is orally. How many people actually saw the orally? I think Harvard GSD, and Harvard has amazing museum in science centers. Have you been there? It's quite a big orally there. And the beauty is this orally has a handle. This handle is an interface. You're supposed to grab it, rotate it, spin it, then your body becomes part of a solar system. Movement of the planet around the sun is completely in sync with your movement of the muscle and the bone. That is a real engagement, embodied interaction. But it's gone in a smartphone or TV or remote control, even touch. You're not really touching, just a skin surface. So another important thing is co-presence. Now I can see you guys' eyes. Many people looking at the screen, but anyway, there's also the gesture. This should go over there. This gesture, this space movement, gaze is very, very important to coordinate the meetings. And so that knowing the gaze awareness, also body gesture in the context of a shared workspace, something very, very critical. So those kind of the key idea, then these are handles, then also in general, we very much keen about inventing new media for human expression. So this is the IO brush. And this is IO brush. How many people saw IO brush? Okay, it's a paint brush. And this is a soundscape in Alsetonica. Also, we are running one over there and one in the MIT Museum. Then this is opening in 2022, and these kids really liked the stuff. Then came back again, and they're so cute. And also parents said, okay, to use it. So I'm using this one as a, but also we did a lot of exhibition. But unfortunately, 2019, it was interrupted by the COVID-19 crisis. But this is the first round of the exhibition. Then now we are running a radical atoms exhibition. How many of you guys went there? Okay, third floor. Yeah, and hope you have a chance. Then you see all the stuff is running. Then radical atoms is something important jump, and this is a subtitle that Hiroshi gave. Let's become the alchemist over time, transforming base metal into the gold. It's all a metaphor, but why don't you create your own materials, own expression, own paintbrush? I think this spirit is something very important. Then we brought a bunch of stuff, old stuff, new stuff, students, and really excited. And she knows this culture very well. And so these are all the exhibition. But the best part is we get so many philosophers, artists, historian, critic, kids. Then we get a much more wider variation of the feedback than Kai conference or WIS conference. So this is one example called urban planning system, that you can put the building on the table, and then you will see the shadow casted, but the shadow, digital shadow, so that you can do variety of the simulation. This is a changing a day of time, position of sun is changing because clock is now inverse clock. So now you see change the material to the glass, then use the reflection of the light, then also wind simulations. Navier-Stokes equation. How many people love Navier-Stokes equation? It's very beautiful, fluid dynamics. But every time you move the building, the boundary condition changes, the flow changes. So you can really explore all this kind of possibility using stuff, tangible stuff. Then this is a soundscape. This also, I think, Arquitectonica, but now you see the sandbox, and you can really sculpt and giving a nice form, but also you see the vector. This vector shows the water drainage. So that shows the speed of the water down, and also color shows the erosion. So you really understand the impact of the landscape from analytical way. So right side brain, beauty, aesthetics, left side, analytics, which you can do both on tangible stuff. So this is the early one. Also, tangible telepresence started from the connection, because social touch is very important. If you have kids or grandpa, grandma, always social touch is very, very critical if it's appropriate in interpersonal communication. But the COVID-19 crisis really forced you to 2.5 feet away, or I forgot. But anyway, even this bed, kids cannot hug the grandma. It's very tragic. But this is something we invented 30 years ago. How many people touch in touch? Okay, it's running over there for 30 years. Please come and try. But this is a device that you can rotate, but just synchronize physical distributed project. So illusion are the same object exists in two worlds, but each roller are connected by the mathematical spring. So that if you rotate opposite direction, your partner feel the force. So anyway, try. So this is a telephone of touch using over distance. Then this is a IO brush. Oh, yes. I don't know if it can't go HDMI, but it's okay. So you can see. So this is a IO brush, chemical dioxide invented very important color. It has RGB. That is the illusion attachment in this color. So that every color picture has a thought, and you can really all the thought into the final artifact of the painting. If you go to all through the market, you can use. But this is over challenging you. What kind of the art piece you want to make it? Then also this is shows the origin. Teddy bear is a source of this color. From where this color came is very important things from a say sustainability point of view. But this is quite amazing. So Jinko brought this machine to the kindergarten. Then this kid didn't listen to our instruction in history, the memory. So it's a very good moment for interaction designer that this went beyond our imagination or spec, then inventing her own new interpretation meaning. And so those moments always encourage us to be the design. Also, TMG is also the presence of interaction design because table is something, workplace is something very important. So now if you do icon, physical icon, you present the microphone, then distance between source of the music and determines the volume. But the total same parameter is used. Then two musicians using 4 hands simultaneously. So let us go in a random video to the wall. We don't see that. So that we can grab the lyrics and have instinct is a beauty. So this is total thing to understand. This went to the nine, then very yoga in the Barcelona took this idea to next product for the React table. How many people saw React table? It's very powerful. And also, I do ping pong. How many people play ping pong? How many people play seriously? Okay. Okay, I'm very serious, both research and ping pong, but now you see, we have the ping pong table. It's the first social media before Facebook or Twitter. We try to organize, literally, people do something. You get Kenya or Fed, with what I start. I really want to give you made a mistake. You see all the effects, enjoy the rhythm. So this is the mode that you can reach the value, you get the reward of the thunderstorm. So you can really make social interaction also for audience, very interesting way. So this also went to the SIGGRAPH and Center Pompidou and Ars Electronica and many places. So now let's go to, let's go to the logic atoms. So all the tangible stuff is okay, but the tangible part is frozen, still like frozen dead materials, wood, metal, or glass. But even computation under the water change, but the material doesn't change radically. So we decided to come up a new vision called radical atoms. It's not a frozen atom, it's not an intangible pixel, but dynamic shape-changing materials in real time, also changing the property on the fly. I wish people saw this video. Very famous because this video is everywhere. But it's also running over there. I might be here. You can try. Being here, the being here, yeah, you're both there. Then be is good. Then you can start. And how do you put that? But also the hand. So then you can achieve the open the person in the hand. And also this is fundamentally robotics on the stand. So that you can do but you can also do in touch bar so that you can still be completely current printing is great, but basically all go to number two. You can everything mathematically closure. You can really materialize, then you can also see then change the shape, you can also have a layer, it's the same bidirectional market. Am I too fast? Okay, but anyway, live demo is there, and then 3 inform engine we connected into the transform. Then triptych is a very interesting method of the painting. This is Francis Bacon, but also many Christian painting is a triptych. So I made a kinetic triptych called the transform. This is for young design week. We did try to make a collision like the this and the atom, but also such frozen theory that Milan Design Week is about the furniture festival. Furniture is frozen. Also, beauty is easy, really novel, but not the dynamic way. But we work with next time. I'd like to bring dynamic expression of the movement. Anyway, so gravity sucks because you are bound to the ground level in the floor. So we decided to hack the gravity to make a material which are anti-gravity. So our team, generally, and also Lenny Pop invented a new material which you can put in air, then stay there. Second, computer knows exact location. Then third, computer can move around. So that became a medium of the expression communication or whatever. We like a solar system, so that it's like also three body form. How many people have three body forms? You can do all the simulation of three body if you like. Anyway, this is an example to defy gravity. Defy gravity is something important because people take constraints for granted, not asking why. How many people do jaywalk? Oh, you're a very good student. I do jaywalk because I know the physics quite far away. Nobody hits them. What's the problem? Life is short. But important things, people don't ask why we have to be stuck in this gravity. But actually, how many people saw Interstellar movie? Okay, you guys, whenever your kids go to Interstellar trip, that gravity totally different. You have to generate artificial. So it's very interesting to think about why there must be a constant from gravity. If that can be changed, what will happen? So that's very important, like an engine. This is a biologic, like a linear routine. Lactobacteria, Bacillus subtilis lacto. How many people like lacto? Okay, that's all. Okay, great. I think that was Japan, so it's very. The cell, I'm using this cell as a electric sensor, and then the actuators in a mechanical way. So we cultivated this partial stuff in chemical engineering department. Then we made a special printer to position the exact number of the bacteria in the target area. Yeah, so that is a garment that our colleague designed. Then in that, it's a art form. How to really show this second skin, breathing skin in the context of the artistic world. Then we invited friends of the Boston Dance Company and then get dance. Map and the space map we measured, then made a computational model. Then what can ventilation really maximize our performance? Then send the data to the printer, then print exact number of the bacteria into the slab. I suppose. Anyway, so but in the most important thing, no electron, no bacteria, no wire. There's such kind of business and it's a bad thing gifted. It's great to have bacteria, but down to the bacteria is bio. Then I think I will then I better the linear related actually the lighting stuff, which is that the whole organization material. I'm very proud of it. Also interesting concept is that Nicolas Ponte said that bio is a new interface. Because biology, DNA, RNA, all this stuff is decoded. They become more computer science. But a gene sequencing. But this is actually the exhibition in the downstairs. When biology actually changes shape, it's a functional demonstration. Then this is what nature gave us. It's materials which changing. This is a molecule, of course, between the human, and it's very boring. It's floating. Of course, you can do demo, functional demonstration. Many technical demos like this one. You know that where the when the sense of people. Oh, that's something. But the way she's dancing, then she thought, oh, bacteria is working very hard. Then she also changed the way to dance to accommodate some bacteria lesson. It's crazy. We never write any paper, no patents, but very poetic. So our team really care about all the language and the art, science, design, technology, each different. important things, how to really translate your concept, deep vision, into all the 4 dimensions, then make this spiral very quickly to go to the, I don't know, heaven or wherever, is very important. So I think you speak all the language, but the translation, real-time translation is a key. Then we have art and science stuff. We talked about this stuff. Also, very interesting, I have all the record of the talk, my 40 years of the research in the ACM Sukai stuff. So you can check the online. Then something I really think important is vision. And of course, technology become obsolete in 1 year. Needs change in 10 years. But the real vision lasts beyond our lifespan. So of course, you can make some improvement of the electronics or battery or planning. But if you really want to do lasting impact, means timeless. Your idea must be timeless. If it's become just timely, it's not enough. That's something Nelly Oxman taught to Pat, my colleague. But what is timeless? Really important. I went to Florence this summer, and amazing. All the architecture, sculpture, painting still move all of us after 500 years. Why? Something fundamentally timeless beauty, and yeah, also nice wine. And anyway, oh, I want to go. So 3 things we do: envision, embody, and inspire. You have to come a vision. Without vision, it's kind of, I don't know, just improvement. But to come up with new vision, tangible or algorithms, but you have to embody. Otherwise, nobody understand, nobody believes, nobody can experience. To do so, we build. But also, in the end, we have to inspire people. So you saw the biologic. And vision starts from very artistic conceptual level, like a breathing second skin. But in the end, it's dance, it's art form. So I really think art is so critical to really enrich. And we are very lucky having Behrad as a new faculty. She really speak all the language very beautifully, also translate. But the art matters, body matters, dance matters, but also fashion matters. Okay. So maybe I have to go. Okay, stargazer. Many people ask who you are. Are you a manager, engineer, a scientist, or I don't know, whatever, but I'm tired. So I decided I call myself stargazer. Stargazer means looking at the sky, then dreaming something crazy. But we used to look sky in a naked eye. Then people, 14th century, people invented the telescope. Then we moved a more bigger one in mountains. But the very important moment is the Hubble Space Telescope, which decouples eyes from head, then throw into space. Then it can fly around, then bring back totally different view, totally different perspective. That's the way you guys have to learn working together. That is the engine to make creative stuff. Also, I like Voyager a lot. This is Earth that Voyager took. So you never really see yourself except for mirror or video, but seeing you from very different point of view matters. Also, I have all the story about gravitational slingshot, because I think you met Becknaz. He's a big star, but you can get the aura of the gravity. So flying around, you can accelerate, also go to change new speed, new direction. So that's kind of encounter and the people. So hope you can really encounter the gravitational slingshot many times in your life. So okay, now we have a James Webb Space. It's quite amazing. So, but the important thing is this one, people could only see the world from their own perspective because eyes stuck in the head. But we have to really have a holistic perspective. Now people really hyped about AI. Before VR, metaverse, then just jump on to all the stuff. But the important thing is you have to have a focus. Why you are here? Why you are at MIT or Harvard or wherever? Then why you're taking Beckner's class or why you're listening my class? Then you have to find the purpose, reason, raison d'etre. That's something you should really grab before you become too old. If you get the idea in 20s, that's totally change your life. And so that's something I encourage. So towards holistic worldview, enhance, expand, then escape, then be stargazer. Okay, this is a part one. So I would like to go to part two, and it's still recording. I hope so. Okay, so now let's turn the gear to time matters, basically telepresence. teleabsence and telepresence. And fundamental, my longing is I want to always remember you. Also, I want to always be remembered by you. I'll show more, but this started from my original work called Telepresence 30 years ago. Yeah, no, 35 years ago in Japan. And this is a clear board. You can see your partner draw, but also gaze awareness. You can clearly see where you're looking at. Nice. Many people looking at me, but some people never look up, just see the screen, but it's okay. So being there, being together is a telepresence. And the telepresence is a very different approach. So telepresence, this is a drawing board that we designed. And now you can see that I'm drawing, and my partner can also see me drawing, but you can clearly see the gaze. Can you see? This is beyond eye contact. Eye contact, even Zoom, you can't have eye contact or gaze awareness, but we did this for 30 years ago. And then I believe it's so important where you're looking at, what you're attending. Really important to understand. Also, I'm Asian, so shy. I never speak out loudly like American. So it's very important to read certain nonverbal cue. It's kind of important things. Then we talk about the instant. They also inform. This is a tangible telepathy. So jump to the video-based telepresence to tangible telepresence. Then we started telepresence, illusory communication with those no longer with us through tangible or ambient stuff. So basically, talking to the people who are gone is something very, very important to learn the story. So we really thought about many different medium. Today, we focus on the piano. So presence of absence is a fundamental concept. And many people talk about presence, but absence is the highest form of the presence, James Joyce. Do you know James Joyce? Oh, good. I was in Dublin, and it's amazing. And also this is my Noel Oswald painting and a photo I bought. This is something so beautiful photos. But presence of absence is something more striking example is Hiroshima shadow. How many people know Hiroshima shadow? Oh, you know it. I'm good.
It's after the bomb.
This atomic bomb. How many people saw Oppenheimer? This is one of the consequences of Oppenheimer. The lady waiting for the bank open it, but she absorbs all the heat. Then stone absorbs, but so that her body was captured as a dark because heat doesn't go to the stone. Then rest become over white. It's very sad, very tragic shadow. But that is the origin that we started about the question about the presence. Then absence, the highest form of the presence, is very beautiful. And also people die twice. First when they die, second when they were forgotten. So being forgotten is something very scary. Many people, even like in the World War II, Siberia, my father was captured by Russian army, then put in a lager. Do you know lager? Oh, good. Siberia, concentration camp. Yeah, then labor. Many people died, and everybody said, please let my friends, my family know that I was dead here. I'm sleeping here. So fundamentally, very strong desire. So that something interesting to think about. If you think about your grandma or grandpa, also ancestor, you are here because of those amazing people. So this is my mom, and this is me. Also, my dad took photos, but both are gone. So I want to always remember you. I want to always be remembered. That's kind of a fundamental human longing. You can do research for functionality, patent, best papers, or I don't know, fun. But I now realize starting research from a fundamental human longing, human condition, it really motivates me. And the reason is everybody has these experiences. How many people taking my class Tuesday? Okay, good. Yeah, I remember. Also, a few girls, Harvard GSE, GSD came because all love calligraphy. So we started a new session, and it's quite you are in a session, yeah. Okay, good, good, yeah. She's one of them. So also another important thing is televisions bring people to the past or something loved one you lost. Then, hey, you know, is our collaborators. She's Oxford. Actually, she gives a talk tomorrow via Zoom, but she's a wonderful psychologist, user study expert, Oxford. I met her in a conference, TI, 1 year ago, 2024, in Cork, Scotland. Then in the reception, we talked about the teleabsence. Then she really resonated. And then she said, understanding the concept, teleabsence has, in magical way, enhanced my perception of my grandma presence in her absence. So now she's much closer. So that made me so happy because my stuff is not just paper or just a system, but actually change the way people see the world. So that means bit like eye brush, use an eye brush. If you see the eye brush, you never see the color leaves or flower as just you used to see. You can stop thinking about as an artist. What kind of artwork you may make. Similar switch is turned on from this one. So I'm very happy that what she said in this April in Budapest. So this is a paper. This is my last paper, in some sense, last vision paper. So interesting, nobody take photos. It's beautiful. But if you're serious, maybe it's a good idea. You never lose anything. But more importantly, two things. One is this is a full paper. We put so much energy. Hyun was co-author, also Xiao Xiao, JB, Pat. Many people worked for 3 years. 3 times rejected by conference, but we never gave up. So it's a MIT journal. This is a survey. What is a teleabsence moment? If you fill in this survey, I really appreciate it. But this really encourages you to imagine who miss you when you feel her or his presence around you. Then how you want to communicate, send a signal. Then how would you like to receive the signal from her? Of course, impossible. People died, but still a lot of imagination, nature. For me, like a white butterfly, blue butterfly, rainbow, and also cloud, all reminds me of my mom or dad at a certain point. So people start seeing, they feel more strong connection, more appreciation to your ancestors. But also you want to be remembered after you're gone. That's the reason I'm here. I'm gone in 10 years, maybe 20 years, but you guys maybe another 70 years. So you should enjoy your life. But if this filling this questionnaire, you really kind of think a lot. Some Harvard girl said she cried filling this form because she started remembering the story, narrative. Okay, so teleabsence user study. So hope you can join. I don't know how many people actually took photos, but then let's go to the real stuff. Saudi Arabia is the most important concept from Portuguese words. How many people know? Bora, you speak this language. Great. Saudi Arabia? Saudi Arabia, okay. Thank you. Anyway, the desire for beloved people, thing, moment, made painful because it's gone, absence. I know you have so many memory of the childhood house or first love, if you remember. The teacher encouraged you to study English, for example, or math, but they're all gone. Even you don't know where they are. Even so many people you lost. So this is a deep emotional state of nostalgia, profound melancholic longing. That's something very resonant. And after wrote this paper, now I feel more teleabsence moment. Also, survey is very amazing. So many stories coming, nice pictures coming. So I'd like to really collect, analyze, then maybe publish as a book. But let's go. Loneliness is a big issue because we are lonely. It's kind of a lonely planet. We are talking, dancing, eating together, but still each very different world. You never understand and beneath the surface. But this is my artwork, and when COVID-19 crisis hit, I was so depressed because nothing to do. So I walked in the evening, midnight. Then I saw the moon. Then I used a camera, Sony camera, but slow shutter, then started moving. Then using a moon as an ink, moon painting. But important things, I love a poem. This is one of the most beautiful poems by Bokusei Wakayama. Solitude. White bird, are you not sad? You drift, never died by the navy blue of the sea or the sky's blue. So this is something very close to my mental scape when I travel alone by myself with watercolor sketch stuff. I still love to travel, but how many of you are poets? Oh, no? Okay. Oh, good, good. Twitter helped me to condense 140 characters. These days, AI is so powerful to change more like high style and stuff. But then important things, two things. First, once in a life encounter. I heard this word is popular in China. Is correct? Yeah. Helen, no, I think I was told that it's Deutsche. How about this word? Do you know? Maybe different word, but anybody who meet have to apart. So basically, once in a life encounters, then nothing sustain. Somebody, boy, come to you, then I love you, I will make you happy and forever. Then it's a lie. Forever is nonsense. One is die or divorce or stuff. So basically, eternity is nonsense. But if you think about these two words, you really understand how precious the meeting like this one. So that's something important. Then this is a diagram, and the red guy is me walking to the tombstone. But also I remember the first love or teacher, but I lost connection. I want to meet them. Also, I have a family. Also, I have a students. Also, I have a colleague like a Paula working for many years. But how they may remember me. This is a simplified diagram. Telepresence, space. But the telepresence is time. Simplified visual representation is something very important. Talk about the very complex. So this is a version, but now talk about past and also future, unborn baby, and but still they may read the paper, hear the televisions, or watch a video, or even forget. Television become a common word like a Xerox means copy, Google means search. Then I'm very happy, but that's the time I'm in heaven in theory anyway, or hell. So. Also, another very important topic is the pseudo presence, like so many AI, ghost bot, death bot, there, so the pseudo synthetic generation versus teleabsence, poetic, not using anything made up stuff is very interesting tension. That's something we want to discuss in the conference. So you see a lot of those kind of stuff, generative stuff or VR stuff, which I don't like it, but some people really like it. Then how many people are Buddhist? Good. I have to learn more about the Buddhism, but basically the two very important concepts, emptiness and also impermanence. These are kind of the stuff behind the stuff. Oh my gosh, life is short. So these are all the principles, but if you read a paper, you can definitely enjoy those kind of stuff. Then let's go to the piano. So these are stuff called the music bottles that music inside of the bottle. Have you ever seen this one? Actually, there's a one over there, but it's not singing, so it's kind of boring. Now you can see that. So this guy, the music. Actually, at the beginning, we were present to my mom. It's a weather bottle. So now you see that today is a fun day. Instead of waiting for TV weather forecast, I want to give this to my mom. But she passed away 1998. Then I decided to design these music bottles. So basically, I miss you. I want to talk to you. I want to hear from you. And that's kind of fundamental desires. This is her calligraphy. And it's first time to show it. But it's this stuff in her stone, pink stone. But that's really bring back her body, ghost body moving, drawing, because calligraphy is almost like a dance. Then Twitter came 10 years later. Then I made a tomb of my mom in heaven. And then she wrote a lot of poems for me, for my young sister, celebrating entrance to university or sad things losing her brother. So I made a bot, then made a bot tweet randomly, which made me so happy because I'm so busy. I only remember in anniversary day. But all of a sudden, her poem come to your smartphone. That bring back so joy. Also, I have to start thinking about, oh, mom, what kind of emotion you had? So that's really strength the bond. But the miracle happens because I have 30,000 followers. Then in anniversary day, flowers were delivered to her tomb. Then people start telling a story to my mom. This is a flower just opened today. My father took care. But by the way, my father is the same age, your son, Hiroshi. And actually behind me. I cried and actually thought, oh, she's alive. She's talking not only me, but interacting. So that's the moment I believe teleabsence is real. So then we did a lot of the installation, but I think we should go to piano. Also, Calgary, hope we can do something very exciting. So let's go to the Shao. She's now studying English. She did a PhD 13 years ago, the project Mirror Film. She took a reflection of herself in the piano. Then she thought she can live in the piano forever, then play with both in piano together. Then also, so this young Xiao, but actually my daughter Alisa, when she was very cute, but it's not anymore, not 21 years old. She doesn't talk to me except for when she needs a credit card to buy something. But she was cute. So now, Dr. Xiao interacting with a young Xiao. Would you like to meet yourself in a 10 years old? Or your mom and grandma are very happy. And but the important thing you can see the photos. This year is very, very special because you can do good. So this is a girl, she stopped playing piano, so she can't play anymore. But Alisa can still play. But it's very interesting and emotional. Yeah, you can imagine. Then our dear Marvin Minsky, he's a genius, father of the AI, did amazing work, but he also lives in a piano. Then later Marvin Minsky then played together. Then he passed away. The memorial service we installed again, piano, but everybody cried. And, so then last part, Ryuichi Sakamoto. Do you know Ryuichi Sakamoto? Good. So he came to our lab. Then Shao played the Eric Satie in the past, but now Ryuichi joined for the game. Actually, real Shao is standing. With me. So this is a real beauty of the professional pianist. Can interact. Then he recorded the last album called Opus, one music per day. But in 2023, he passed away. That we are lucky that his music, Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, is still memorized in our piano. So we reinstalled the system in the sixth floor, inviting a 20 to 30 pianists. Then all of them sit and dialogue, internal dialogue, see how close and how intimate. Also, some pianists cried because she knows him. Some people don't know him, but knowing he already dead, all of a sudden allow them come. So it's very important moment. So this is a highlight of the today's talk. Sorry for 3 minutes over, but maybe final message is what we do. We do invent and inspire. Many people that invent, patent, paper, but not necessarily inspire. Nobody remember, nobody care. And but how to really make something timeless is very important. To do so, 3 things: be artistic and analytic, then be poetic and pragmatic. The last one, be romantic and realistic. I think artistic is obvious. Poetic is a bit difficult, but also romantic is important because you had a passion. Yesterday's friend, you fell in love in somebody. All the energy was inside, but it's gone. But you may want to bring back those energy at a certain point to your life to get the ideas. Okay, now I stop here. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Yeah. Sorry for overtime.
Thank you so much, Hiroshi. I think I grew up being told dream big. And then when I met Hiroshi, I just feel like I need to dream way bigger.
No, that's the case.
So I want to ask you a question, Hiroshi, very quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What's your message to younger Hiroshi?
To myself?
Yes.
Go to MIT. I never thought about I go to MIT because I grew up in Japan. So that also, of course, Harvard is very good, but it's not jump up from a comfortable zone. Maybe it's a foreign country. Also, you came from a very different world. Then really do the cross-cultural interaction, but also like martial arts, different style of the school fight, boxing or pro wrestling or I don't know, taekwondo, for example, a lot of martial arts. These are just metaphor. but only when you really do the real game to intellectually collaborate or compete or fight, you can really grow. You can gain all the perspective. So get up from the comfort zone. Don't jump into the new world. Then I think most important thing is not the physical strength or intelligence, but adaptabilities. Adaptability is most important for evolving. So hope I can send this message, but it's already hit gone inside of me, so it's kind of a good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You're such an inspiration. You're
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Also, I'll be there maybe another 10 years, so you're always welcome to come.